earlier. Well, 3 Sinn Fein MLAs have apologised after offensive tweets they wrote before they became politicians were made public. Sinead Ennis, Gemma Dolan and Emma Sheeran posted tweets using derogatory language. Our political correspondent Stephen Walker has the details.
After the Doug Beattie revelations, what politicians tweet is now centre stage. Today, BBC Radio Ulster's Nolan programme unearthed a series of historical tweets from 3 Sinn Fein MLAs. Back in 2012, before she was an MLA, Sinead Ennis used a derogatory term for Protestants. Another tweet from Gemma Dolan before she entered the Assembly used a slur about people with disabilities. Before she went into politics, Emma Sheeran made a comment about Martin McGuinness meeting the Queen. In response, Sinn Féin Vice President Michelle O'Neill said, "The comments are wrong, they are offensive, and they are not acceptable language for any Sinn Féin representative to use. I've spoken directly with each of the MLAs and made this very clear to them. They have each told me they deeply regret the language used and will apologise." Today, all 3 MLAs used social media to apologise for their comments. They said they regretted their remarks, which they said were unacceptable. So how should we view their original tweets?
I mean, some of them very cringeworthy, some of them very embarrassing, and some of them clearly had sectarian tones to them. And, you know, those sort of tweets in themselves and someone who wants to hold public office, I don't think are acceptable. I suppose we could use the same defence of Doug Beattie. These are things that happened possibly 10, 11 years ago when they were much younger women. And at that stage, they probably didn't even have any political ambitions or knew that they were one day going to be in the position that they're in.
Others who study this issue say politicians need to exercise caution.
Everything that goes online is archived somewhere. Even if you delete tweets, there are scrapers out there, websites, which collect all the tweets.
This week, some politicians have been looking at their historical posts and pressing delete. Social media gaffes and offensive comments on sites like Twitter and Facebook will damage a politician's reputation and provide ammunition for their political opponents. But in some political quarters, there is wariness, with the full knowledge that if you criticise your opponent today, tomorrow, you could be in the firing line. Stephen Walker, BBC Newsline, Belfast.